Hey guys, Fast from X-Force again, and today I've got a new blaster. Well, I know a few of the other sellers have had it for a bit, but it's new. um, and that is the Bing Feng Viper, LVOA, some might say. But the reason for the Viper, it's got that. If you look at the top of it there, it's got the two teeth there. It looks kind of like a viper. Anyway, now let's get into the nitty gritty. That's the actual box there. So the good guys at Bing Feng, these are the same guys that do the MP7 now, the P90, what was it, the other MK18. So good builds. They've gone with a lot of nylon, so this is a full nylon build, nylon stock, receiver, handguard, I mean the works. Not bad quality, I mean it's very solid, you know. It's got a bit of weight, not bad, you know. It's got a very long handguard, so I know a lot of guys sort of like the more shorter style, but this kind of feels like, you know, for the big blokes that have a big arm, you know, you could still have it here, or you can go a little bit of a sniper with it. But it's a pretty cool blaster. The long handguard's probably not my thing all the time, but I did like the original Viper. It was a very cool blaster at the time. Alright, so with it, this is just a different one. I left the one in the box originally. I couldn't be stuffed putting all the stuff on and on. Anyway, so you get your blaster, you get a few little bits and pieces, glasses, battery, and so on. These guys don't actually include a battery normally. A lot of the sellers will include it just because we're nice and we don't want a lot of you guys whining and bitching and moaning about, I didn't get no battery with my blaster. So just remember that when you get your blaster, they are not included. Anything from Bing Feng does not automatically get a battery. So you'll have most of the time with these either 7.4 or an 11. Alright, but otherwise it does come with a few little goodies. So let's have a look. The stock's quite nice, a Magpul style stock. So it says on there, and it's quite different. See, it sort of slides from under. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure somebody will point it out. Everybody's a genius, a professional. So I do like the way it sort of comes off and slides back on. It's quite easy to work. You've got, you can extend it a bit out, so it's adjustable. Put it right in, and it looks quite nice. The other thing that looks really cool, you've got the Magpul, the iron sights. So press these little fellas up, so you've got your iron sights, and these, you know, for what they are, they're perfect. They line up nice. You can adjust them a bit. You've got a little wheel here. You can adjust them. And they just look cool. You've got the Magpul sign right there. Comes with a P-mag, right? So these do fit the M4A1 mags, the Jingming mags. They are tight. Anything that's nylon is going to be tighter. Nylon's a bit more flexible. So when you got a blaster like the M4A1 that's PVC or whatever plastic they use, it's kind of more concrete. It's just the way it's basically made, it's how it sits. Nylon is a bit more flexible. It sort of molds and twists and turns, and it's stronger but more flexible, and so it gets a bit more tight around here, and it's got a bit more flex. So when you put some of the mags, especially the M4, you'll find that they're very tight to put in. You'll say, nah, it doesn't fit. It fits, just got to get it in there. Alright, so other than that, it runs a Gen 8. Now, when you get this blaster, do me a favor, do one thing. You need to change your barrel. The barrel that it comes with and the way it's set up is not really good. The original barrel, it's got an outer barrel that goes right through to the end here. It's a really soft plastic. The actual inner barrel ends somewhere around here. Alright, so that's the only bit of your barrel that you're getting in there, and it just sort of flows through the rest of this other outer barrel. What you want to do is get yourself, say, a 40 centimeter metal barrel, change that over, and then sort of extend it out to there. And get an O-ring for it, and well, yeah, 1.25 spring, and you're gonna have a pretty good blaster. As it stands on its own, I've heard mixed reviews, but as a build, look, it's quite a good build. I mean, you've got nylon, and for the price that they are, I think we've got them on there for 190 something. They're not bad. You know, you're paying a lot more for some of the other builds that are, you know, relatively just the same. And getting a nylon receiver, it's quite expensive on its own. So otherwise, the same thing as your Jingming. A Gen 8 does not have semi, it just full auto on semi, full auto on auto, so don't expect nothing fancy there. Your dust cover sort of comes in, so yeah, that's basically all that does. There's no priming option for it, and mag release buttons there as standard. Okay, so the mags that these come with, they're not super loose, but they're not too tight either, so they'll come out nicely. The mags that these guys do, I've heard again that they've had some issues with feeding. Now the reason inside there's two little flaps that stops the gels from going through, and I believe that could have something to do with it. I'm not sure. But just double check. I heard that your M4A1 mags work really well. Right, other than that, I don't think there's much more I can sort of say. Yeah, it's a cool, it's well built, very strong, and yeah, for reliability I can't really comment too much. I'm gonna go with some whites, I believe, or we'll go oranges this time. I don't have a lot of oranges left, so let's finish them off. Alright, so I use the good old speed loaders only because these days you kind of need them with the mag feds. No fitting issues there. Right, so let's go give it a test, eh? Right, so at our range with the Viper from Bing Feng. I gotta love that name. Bing Feng. I gotta say it over and over again. Yeah, so mag fed, full nylon body. So it's running a Gen 8, and let's give it a good workout and see how it performs. Now at our 12 meter range, it's doing pretty good actually. Groupings good, but it does tend to seem to fall even on 12 meters, so that's a bit of a worry. Rate of fire is pretty good and it works nicely. So spray and pray is definitely a goer, but I don't think seen from how it works that it's gonna have such a good range as some of your other blasters. Now let's add a bit more in there and test the old chrono out, and see how it performs really on the chrono. I don't have high hopes for it, but I've been wrong before. Okay, so this thing's long, so that'll be a bit of a tough one, trying to put it in the right place. Alright, 139, that's not impressive at all. 127, did I say it's pretty bad? 131, it's like my chrono's broken, but it ain't. 129, jeez. Never mind. For sure it could do better than that. I think we're done. I'll put some whites in just to make sure. Alright. So we can be sure that maybe, look, my orange ammo was not the best at the time of shooting, so I'll give it a second chance. Right, so whites work quite well. Let's see. 136. So no, can't say it was the gels. 137. Right, I'm just going to go with 135. So yeah, that's the Viper. Well built. Does it shoot well? Yeah, if you're playing in the backyard or if you're playing CQB, but you obviously wouldn't go with something that long in a CQB environment. Definitely not a sniper. So like I said, there's a few little bits and pieces you could do with it, and I would presume, yeah, it would shoot a lot better then. Otherwise, look, great build. Obviously not the most powerful, but it shoots nice and it sounds pretty good, and it's got a couple of cool features. So yeah, get it or you don't, but I think it's, yeah, one that I'd be sort of questioning. Anyway, you make up your own mind. Thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, we'll see you next time with some new blasters, and we've definitely got some cool stuff coming to you. Stay safe, don't do anything silly, and we'll see you next time.